All right, I get a lot of requests for how do you cut windows and doors out, and I missed the guys cutting these windows out today, but I think I can show you enough to where you kind of get the idea. So this is a triple 40-foot office. It's gonna have 2 partition walls. We generally set the windows 42 inches up from the floor, which is this top of the C channel. And then you're going to compensate 2 inches for the window frame. So this will generally actually be 40 inches to the bottom of the cut because the window frame is 2-inch tube, 3 inches wide, 2 inches tall. And then you want about a 1/16 to an 1/8 of an inch margin. So you can see our pencil lines here. A lot of times we get these containers level and then we'll laser across for everything. But this is just as simple as getting your cuts set and centered. And for us, a 48-inch window is money on the edges of these corrugation here, counting corrugation, centering it, all that stuff. But we use a pencil to lay out the hole. And you can see how clean this cut is. And that's with the 6-inch, 0.045-inch cutting wheel with a 60-volt DeWalt. The precision and travel, I mean, look at that. You're not gonna get that with plasma. It's an endless debate. You guys use what works for you. We're gonna use what works for us. This is a 3-minute cut with the cutting wheel, and it uses about a quarter of an inch off the cutting wheel. So we lay our pencil lines out. How do we lay the line on the corrugation? We've got this little floppy kind of thick piece of like paperish cardboard. It's almost like a Chinese art piece. And you basically hold it here and here with your hands. It's kind of a 2-man job, and we'll pencil it and we just run, and that tucks into the corrugation and keeps everything level and all that. You don't need to measure from the end of the containers too much. Like I said, centered on corrugation, count corrugation. There's 2 seams in the middle of a 40-foot container that tell you the center, and it's those 2 right there. So when I pick containers up, we know that's the center corrugation of the 40-foot container. There's your 2 weld seams. Those are robot welds going all the way down. You can see them here. And then boom, boom. Interesting thing, excuse me, about fork pockets on a 40-foot, they are canted to the door side ever so slightly. So these fork pockets are canted toward the door side because the door side's heavier. Excuse me, by about 1.5 to 2 inches. So there's all these little details, but we use a pencil to lay the windows out, a cutting wheel to cut the openings. We go about a 1/16 inch over the OD of the window frames, and we have the window frames already built. Then the window frames have about a 1/4 inch total